When you talk about eating every 2 to 3 hours, you mean from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed? Or are there any specific times when I need to stop eating every day? Thank you so much for your fantastic question. I feel like I get this question often in the comments below. When do I start and when do I stop eating? Now, this is an easy answer and also a very complicated answer as well. Now, first of all, I want to get over the complicated part, then I want to give you the easy part. The complicated part is people often overlook structure and routine. I know it sounds boring, I know it sounds unfun, but the reality is your body responds very well, and particularly if you want to reshape and transform your body responds very well to structure and routine. What do I mean by that? Well, ideally, you need to be getting up at the same time every day and going to bed at the same time every night. This can be more difficult if you have a newborn or infants, but if you have older children, this is easier to achieve. If you are single, moving forward, if your children have left the home, if they're adults, whatever the case may be, it becomes easier. Even when they're young, you can get them into a structure and routine. So what does that mean? Well, I'm going to give you a little example. Have you ever noticed when you've been overseas or you've been on a holiday or you've gone somewhere cold or warm, you feel like it's freezing or it's so hot? But after a few days, your body adjusts and you acclimatize and you realize, oh, it's not so hot. Oh, it's not so cold. Much the same with your body. Your body likes to have routine, it likes to have structure. And the reason for that being, which is the most important part of this whole video somewhat, is that your body releases a stress hormone called cortisol. If your body's under stress because it doesn't get enough sleep, there's no structure, there's no routine, there is just chaos, your body's going to release cortisol, which is a hormone that ultimately affects your metabolism. Who cares? What does that mean? Well, that means it's your body's ability to burn fat. There's only so much fat you can burn when you exercise. Say you exercise for an hour, 5 days a week. That's only 5 hours. What about the other hours of the day/weeks? There's much more hours in that. So you need to be burning fat at all hours of the day. And if your body's releasing cortisol, your body's not able to burn fat. If you're not able to burn fat, what does that mean? Doesn't matter how much exercise you do, doesn't matter how much what you eat, your body's just going to go poof. I'm not here, I'm not doing anything. We're just gonna pound on the weight or the kilos or the body fat, however you want to justify it. So moving forward, my suggestion to you would be, so this is a complicated answer for a simple question. You need to get your structure down pat. Try your very best to get up at the same time each day. If you work, it's much easier because you have a set time that you go to work and you need to get up. Also, if you have children that go to school, you have a set time that they have to go to school or online learning, whatever the case may be for your situation, you have to get up. If you have a baby, there you go, you have to get up. So stick with the same time each day. Now, when you go to bed, this is the tricky one. Don't let, the latest Netflix drama or whatever the case may be distract you from your bedtime. Pre-record it, watch it at another time, or give up TV altogether. I don't know, whatever works for you. Read a book, but only limit yourself to a few pages. Whatever it is that you do at night, spending time with your husband, frolicking in the sheets, I don't know what it is, but make sure that you stick to your bedtime. This is hard. I know that if you're someone like me, you have a couple of kids, my husband's chronically ill, quite often the night time is the only time that I have for me. If I'm not, working, doing things for my community, with my family, whatever the case may be, that is my only me time. But I have to be really strict. And I have to dedicate the me time to sleeping, which is rather boring sometimes, but it's critical because then you have structure. So have your up time, have your sleep time. Once you have that down pat, yes, you eat every 2 to 3 hours from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. Now, if you get up at all different hours, one day it's 6, one day it's 7, one day it's midday, one day it's 4 a.m., one day you go to bed at 8 o'clock, one day you go to bed at 9, one day you go to bed at midnight, one day you go to bed at 4 a.m. It's going to be very hard to structure your routine in that way. So make sure that you have your structure down pat Then you think about when you're eating. Now, the reason why you eat every 2 to 3 hours, oh, why would you do that? Who cares? Just eat when you're hungry, right? No, it's to maintain your blood sugar levels. It elevates your resting fat burning rate so that your body never goes into starvation mode, which can happen very quickly because our body is made to store food. We store food. If there is a starvation, what do? Well, we generally tap into our muscle first, which lowers our metabolism, because once you start burning muscle, your ability to burn fat is not eligible, and then we burn into the fat. But people would like us to lead us to believe that we burn into the fat first. No, we don't. Muscle first, fat second. Okay, so eating every 2 to 3 hours is going to elevate your resting fat burning rate, which in turn is going to enable you to burn fat more efficiently. It's also going to stabilize your blood sugar levels, and it's going to stop your body from releasing cortisol, which is a stress hormone that gives your body the sense of fight or flight. Oh, what am I going to do? I'm stressed, I'm worried. That's why we eat every 2 to 3 hours. Whole foods, fresh foods that come out of the ground, steer clear of things that come out of the packet. And most importantly, your uptime and your bedtime. I know it sounds really boring, but ultimately, if you'd like to reshape, transform your body, keep it for the long term. I've maintained my weight loss for 10 years, and I do maintain a bedtime and an uptime. The time that I'm flexible is the weekends, because they're my days off, but ultimately I do throughout the week. And I think if you work, everyone sort of has an uptime and a bedtime, so that always works out for you. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope this helps. Thank you for your words of encouragement. I'm really glad you're enjoying our videos, you like our videos. Thank you so much for stopping by, collecting our free rules from Beyond Expectations, from John and I to you. I've got a lot of positive feedback recently from that, so I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. See you in our next one. Bye.
Everything in life is going to take a little piece of you. I just have to roll with the punches and sort of go with it and go, okay, tomorrow's a new day. Next year, in May 2011, I will be competing in the International Sports Modelling Physique Competition. And it'll be roughly 9 to 10 months after my second baby. Unfortunately, I don't actually have a nanny to take care of my children, a chef to prepare my meals, someone to do my washing, any of those things. I don't have a personal trainer, I don't have a nutritionist, I don't even have gym membership.
I don't want to do this anymore, I just want to rest and have a sleep. I just feel like it's all a bit much. I want to inspire other women who are just like me and see these Hollywood A-listers have babies and transform back into these beautiful women, and you think, how am I supposed to do that? And the reality is, I'm no one special. I don't have magic powers. I don't have this huge determination and will. It's all getting a bit too much now. Just me. And I'll just have to go out there and be the best me I can be. And I hope that it'll be good enough.
Our next competitor, all the way from Sydney, Australia, please welcome mother of two, Elle.